Hello, everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. Good morning, Khadija. So, I've been getting a lot of people writing on my comment section, and I'm gonna warn these people for now. This is a warning, by the way. If you are not respectful in my comment section, I will block you, as I have always done. Like, you are not the first person. You are not the first person that I've blocked. You will be respectful on that comment section, or I will definitely block you. Then you are gonna have to look for another device or another account to come back and watch my video. You get me? Now respect yourself. Now for the other people that were like, oh my God, Karen, you better get ready and all of this, go to the gym. Women should go to gym. And bruh, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I don't know why you guys think I mess around with men like this, because if you were a very old subscriber of mine, you know which part of YouTube I come from. You know the section of YouTube that I come from. You know the kind of people I mess with and the kind of people that I don't have time for. You get me? Especially the man. You know the kind of men I mess with and the kind of men I really don't pay attention to. I just look at it and I just move along, mind my own business, don't have time for them. So you're standing over there thinking that, see, I am not here for women to, praise you, and you think that I'm out here trying to get all these ladies to look for a man that is, see, if I could, the thing is, I could, but YouTube had literally, there were some certain things I cannot say on YouTube. You get me? Yeah. So I'm respecting myself for that. So do not push it. Do not push it, because you do not want to know the real Karen. Somebody literally wrote on my comment section saying, "Oh, Karen, you're a real Karen." I'm like, nah, you know the new Karen. You don't know the old Karen. You do not know the old Karen. You know the new one. Because if you knew the old Karen, you won't be in my comment section writing thinking I care about what you got to say. Now, as you see, I wrote Pickmeishas are finding out, that these kings that they've been matching for, protesting for, do not care about them. And if you're somebody from the D side of YouTube, the female, they call themselves I'm not going to say the whole name, the D side of YouTube. They stand with the D and I. If you can find those women, you understand which part of YouTube did I came from the first place. I'm like, we from this side, we already know. You'll be out here saying, oh my God, you gotta do this for a king, you gotta do that. We standing over here watching you like, girl, okay. See, we understand that men in general are dangerous in general, but there's some certain men out here that doing too much every time. It's always them on the news feed, on the newspapers, everywhere, social media. The chaos is always attached to them. Anything that has to do with women's suffering, most of the time in abusive spaces, you can always find their name 24/7 in the news. And those particular men, we've talked about them here, that I'm not going to call the ethnicity. And I always tell women, no, if you're looking for this, now, see, I understand that men in general are dangerous, but hey, go over there and pick better. Go over into the other side and check for better things to do, And also, I normally don't tell all women this. I tell only women that are have the same mindset like me. We have this kind of discussion. We don't have that discussion openly to all the women that are looking for kings. And if kings don't work out, they go look for a second hand. The second place, they just give it to anybody. We don't talk about those women. I don't give advice to those women. If you're out there, you couldn't find a king, and then you just, pick anybody else because, hey, you couldn't find anybody else. Yeah, you are not really in my circle like that. You get me? Because that's your second option. Now, let me bring up this video over here. If you guys know, see, Some of these women are starting to understand because they be out here telling you if you don't have a man, you will not be protected. See, but yet you are out here matching for strangers. Let me bring the video. I don't need to say a lot. Let me just bring this video up here.
Life-changing worldwide protest stood on the
Wait a minute. They find it. I think this incident with this brick lady has opened a lot of women's eyes. This big brick situation, yeah, definitely opened their eyes. Definitely. They're starting to understand where they stand. That, hey, just because you are out here doing the most does not mean they're going to be doing anything for you. They will tell you they don't owe you anything. When you go out there protesting, they say, well, I didn't ask you to go out there and protest. And when you don't do it, they're like, oh my God, they are not doing it. But this particular brick situation, I'm I'm not happy it happens to this woman, but I'm like, the example must be made, and she was made as an example to all those pygmies and mammies out there. See, as for mammies, I really don't care because they're the one betting all these kings out here. You get me? They're the ones betting all the kings out here, so they're gonna stand with their king sons. So let's continue.
he burned down cities.
Wait, I don't know why it's startling. Ladies, let me know, is my microphone okay? Are you, can you guys hear me fine? If you cannot, please let me know in the comment section so that I can refresh, because I don't know why it's cutting up whenever I try to play the clip. Please let me know in the comment section if the mic is okay.
He burned down cities for y'all. Had life-changing worldwide protest, stood on the front lines for men we did not know. I don't know Eric Gardner. I don't know Freddie Gray. I don't know Mike Brown. I don't know George Floyd. Not a single one of these men are in my orbit. Not a single one of these men are in my state. But I was out there with the rest of us who were out there protesting, making chaos, shaking tables, because that is community. That is what I thought.
And getting rubber bullets to the face, and some people to the stomach, and some people risking their life. They don't care. Some of these women that went for that protest did not care if they were putting themselves in danger. But all of a sudden, we have some men out here talking about, oh my, well, I'm not putting myself in danger. I'm like, ooh, well, well. Woo. And this the ish. Like, nah, this is an L. This is a big L for those women that be talking about why can't we come together and go fight somebody for them kings. And whenever they talk about coming together, they're always coming together. They're trying to come together for the kings all the time. It's always about the kings. Let me continue.
We all believed in. I thought we watched out for each other. But yet again, when violence is done to one of our own, by one of our own, by one of y'all, suddenly it's, oh, but I don't watch out for women. I don't know. That's not my job. That's not my responsibility. There is no solidarity. There's no community. There's no support. There's only the exploitation of the love and care that Black women have for their communities that y'all will use for your own personal gain, and not a step further.
Now I'm gonna say this. I went back to watch that the victim of this attack. I went to watch her video because somebody was writing on the comment section, oh, she was doing this skit on her profile, and I went to watch it. At first I'm like, oh, it's just a skit. I saw one skit or two skit, and I'm like, it's just a skit. Maybe she's somebody that creates skits for contents. See, I'm not a big fan of skit creators, especially when it comes to disrespecting anybody. I'm not a big fan of it. But I'm like, well, if that person actually consented to that, that is not my problem. But there is something that ticked for me today. I said to myself, is there a particular kind of man that she does this skit with, or does she do it with every other man, or just this particular section of men? So I went back to a channel to go and watch, which if she's just doing it in general, or is there a particular man, the kind of look or skin tone or something that she goes for to make this skit with. And I found out something. Yes, the red flag that rose in me, I was right. I'm like, so there's just one particular set of men that she does this skit with. Wow. So you were out here twerking, doing all this skit, thinking about that they're gonna be standing by your side, only for you to get attacked, and the rest of these people standing by watching you. Who's gonna come for your defense now? No, like who? Apart from women now, because women are gonna be the ones coming for your defense. And there was another video that she was talking about, oh, if I don't like some certain kind of people, this. And I'm like, hold on. Okay, the first red flag was the skit. The second red flag was like, if I don't like people like this, but I love my community. And she went into that whole rabbit hole. I'm like, ooh, girl, is you serious? Because this is what has happened to you now. And I feel sorry for her. I still have compassion towards her, but I'm pretty sure she learned a lot from this particular situation. Now let me bring this video of this man over here actually saying something, because he actually said things that was, because one thing with me, I'm not gonna generalize everybody, even though I know, like, I treat every one of these people like a loaded gun. There are some that will come out and make a little bit of sense. And I do not generalize everybody, but I treat everyone like a loaded gun. You get me?
Record. But when it's a
Yeah, they were talking about what she did, she did that, she did this. And I looked at all of this and I'm like, but when you do something and the cops arrest you, and or something happens to someone in this particular side of the community, and the cops or the other community start bringing out records, criminal records, and there's everybody start talking about why we gotta bring that up, why they're trying to justify this and justify that. But this is what you turned around and played the same game. Ooh, okay, I peep you. It's because the women in this particular community, Black women in general, are people that just, they have so much love and compassion for their community that they get used for that. Yes, you get used for it.
when this man threw up the black signal, nobody was worried about their criminal record. But when it's a black woman, there's all these excuses. We were making memes about the ancestors coming back for revenge. We were getting chairs tattooed on our bodies. A black man hit a white woman with a chair. Historically, do you know how that should have gone down? And men keep on saying, why are you trying to cause this division between men and women? Can you see the double standard now? The Alabama brawl was trending for weeks because black men stood up for a black man who was being attacked. Rightfully so. I don't understand why there's all these excuses rooted in misogyny now that it's a black woman. No, actually, I do understand. It's because when it's a black man, you see brotherhood. But because it's a black woman, you see ownership. And because it's not yours, you don't want to get involved. And the truth is, to black women, whether you accept this or not, it doesn't matter. Because they've been dealing with this on their own.
He said the truth. He said the truth. And I'm going to say this. The moment, I said before, ladies, protect yourself out here in the streets. Protect yourself. And I'm going to also advise you to sit down sometimes when some things are happening out here. It's not a must that you go out here and start protesting for people that won't do nothing for you, that will sit down and talk about, I got to protect myself. Sit down. Sit down. Because they wouldn't do it for you. They're showing you right now they are not doing it for you. If it's one of their king brotherhood thing, yeah, they're going to go over there and they're going to fight for him. But for you, nah, they're going to start asking, what did you do? And then they're going to start trying to look for a way to excuse themselves from taking any kind of responsibility in actually, protecting you. Because they don't want to do that. Sometimes I feel like they don't like you. You don't need any other, like, it's literally out there right now. Let me bring up this other video over here. Let me bring up this video.
Shooting a grown man because he was hitting his mother in the
Wait. Let me take this back. I don't know why it's cutting up.
a couple of months ago. It was a young man shooting a grown man because he was hitting his mother in the head, in a public place where people were around, right? A couple of weeks ago, it was somebody on this app saying that women deserve to be sexually assaulted for ignoring him. And this time, it's a man hitting a woman in the face with a brick in public where people were around for not giving him her number.
Go back and watch her video, because I just realized something. She just made me realize this. Black women will never be seen as victims no matter what the scenario is. Black women will never be the quote unquote perfect victim. There is no good victim. Claudette Colvin wasn't a good enough victim of discrimination on the bus. Megan Thee Stallion wasn't the correct victim. Serena Williams in the hospital almost losing her life wasn't the perfect victim. Sierra isn't the perfect victim. Jada Pinkett Smith isn't a victim. Like, Anita Hill wasn't the correct victim. Like, Black women will never be given the space to be the victim by anybody, including Black people. Y'all will never see us as victims. You can blame the strong Black woman trope. You can blame misogyny.
That strong Black woman trope is a gaslighting technique. Let me say it again. Whenever I hear somebody say it's a strong Black, talking about the strong Black woman trope, it's a gaslighting technique to say, oh, you can take it. Oh, I'm not going to give you, your space. I'm not going to tell you or accept that you're a victim of something. I'm not going to let you understand that what is done to you is wrong. So I'm going to gaslight you by telling you, oh, but you is a strong woman. That is a narcissistic gaslighting technique. And I'm going to say this, ladies, whenever somebody say that to you, I'm going to say this. Do not listen to those people. Take whatever action you need to take. If you need to call the cops, call the cops. You get me? If you need to protect yourself, protect yourself. And this goes for everybody. This does not go towards one particular community, because this has been happening. Even with the Jada Pinkett Smith stuff, I was so surprised that some people were like, oh no, she this, that. And people were having all this big argument out here, talking about, oh, Will shouldn't have done this and should. I'm like, what? If somebody go to other community and start talking about somebody's wife like that, and tell me what you will get. Tell me what you will get from that. Go out there and disrespect. Even men from those community don't even do that. They don't disrespect each other's wife like that, because they know that, words have consequences. But since it was Jada, everybody want to draw the line and have, oh my God, that was like, immature. That was not civilized. I'm like, civilized, but if it was a woman from another ethnicity, it would be, oh, he tried to defend her, but because she's from this side, oh, that was not civilized. And everybody try to paint Jada as a villain. There is always this. See, I'm not gonna let anyone vilify me when I'm a victim. I'm going to cry louder and harder until everybody hears it. Because it's a trope of shut up, do not make noise, don't let anybody know that something is being done wrong towards you. They want to silence you immediately so that everybody else does not hear, that people do not hear the wrongdoings that you've been going through. And that's why when I saw people on my comment section saying, oh, but she did this and that, I'm like, close your mouth. And if you're not like I said in the starting of this podcast, I said, if you write anyhow on my comment section, you become disrespectful, I am going to delete you and I'm going to block you. You're not going to be the first person that I've ever blocked. Like, do you know me in this particular side of YouTube? You don't want to know how many people have blocked. And you might be joining them. You might be joining my block party if you do not literally write. If you're commenting, comment respectfully. If you do not do that, if you do not follow that one rule, yes, you're gone. You're going to be watching this channel from another account. So let's continue.
You can blame the patriarchy, white supremacy, racism, sexism. I don't even care at this point. Y'all will never see it for us. Ever. Y'all don't even believe your own relatives, your sisters, your daughters, your mothers, your wives, your girlfriends, your aunts, your cousins, your daughters. You don't believe any of us. Whether we lied or told the truth, it doesn't matter. The simple fact that we exist as Black women prevents us from being victimized in y'all heads, or it justifies any harm that we face. Like, I didn't even realize Roe in this whole drama was as big as it was until I made the video and saw so many others. And it reminds me of what happened with Carly Russell, because at first everyone was rallying behind, but then you found out that she was actually okay and that it was just, her life.
Oh, yes, I remember that Carly Russell topic. I remember doing a video. I think the video is still up. And I said I was going to do another video. I forgot about it. And a lot of people were coming out like, oh, she lied. She did this. I didn't do another video because I am somebody that I think about what I say. I'm like, I'm not going to do another video because this is hypocrisy. If somebody else would have done that, although I do not, support that kind of behavior, but I said I'm going to mind my business. You get me? I'm going to mind my business. I didn't make another video about that when she was found. I did not. I minded my own business because I know that there are double standards out here. Although I do not support what she did, but I couldn't even call her out because when I go around seeing what other people get away with, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not making a podcast about it. I'm just going to sit back and watch it unfold. And I said nothing because people were blaming her. Oh my God, she came back alive. She was with her boyfriend. Oh, they accused this girl, Carly Russell, of all and everything. And I'm like, okay. So we're accusing her of all these things. Wait, you guys were just waiting for her not to come back because the reason why everybody was talking about we should find her was so that she comes back, okay. But it sounds like some people out here wanted to have another CSI moment in the movie and true crime stories and all of that. I'm like, I started peeping some people and I'm like, I can see you. I definitely see you.
Next thing you know, everyone was mad. And I said then, you're not mad that she lied. You're mad that you can't exploit the trauma now because she didn't lose her life, because she was not an actual victim. Because now that's all I see. And I may be guilty of it as well. I just was trying to talk about it because I saw another mutual of mine make a video and I wanted to give my 2 cents. And it's not just that y'all don't give a damn about Black women. It's that you don't want us to give a damn about ourselves either. Because remember now,
that is the thing. They don't want you to care about yourself. They don't want you, like I said before, a lot of people out here don't want you to say nothing. They want you to say nothing, even though you're treated poorly. And they want you to feel like that treatment that you get is normal. And then you don't feel bad about it because they want you to feel like you deserve whatever they dish out to you. You deserve any kind of treatment that they give you. It's worse than a pet. Do you understand me? At least a pet have love. The owners have love for their pets and all of this. Like, it's worse than a pet. They don't even see you as a pet. Like, when you look at all of this, it's just messed up. You get me? They just want you to sit down there, take it. Anything that, if they are angry at the world or if they're angry at anybody, they just want to find a punching bag to offload their anger on. Like, literally, you should be the perfect target. And whenever it hurts you and it hurts your feelings and it affects you in any way and you say something, they want to shut that door immediately. They don't want anybody. Like, literally, I can't remember how many comments I deleted from my last video about this particular topic. Because the way they ran in the comment section, they went there and they're like, oh my gosh, she deserved it. I'm like, why are you? I've never seen you commented on my video before. Where did you come from? You know, I was surprised. I'm like, where did you come from? You've never commented on my video before. Where did you come from? And they're like, you know what? She deserved it. She did this. She not. I'm like, wait. You sound like you do not want this topic to explode. You do not want more people talking about this topic, to literally shine the light and sort of some of these women that are sleeping out here, some of the women that do not see you for what you are. You do not want those women to wake up. You want this story gone and dandy. And so some of these people brought out receipt of her having this, stage, this skit that she had going on. They're like, oh my God, did you see the skit where she was out there doing this to this person and that? And I'm like, it was a skit. And then I'm like, hold on a second. You are even using a skit that this woman made in actually trying to find her, to actually think that she deserved this, to actually say that she deserved what happened to her. Like, do you know how low you have to go to do that? Do you know how low in the brain you have to do that? You couldn't find any other evidence than the skit that she made and try to say she has been doing this and all of that, just to justify the fact that that the men in this particular community can never and will never see the women as any other thing than a punching bag and builders, and the ones that builds and the ones that go out there and match and the ones that will try to fight everybody for them and the ones that they don't want to ever be victims. Like, literally, this woman told this man that she didn't want to give him her phone number. And it was like, how dare you say to the king you don't want to give him your phone number? This is the king right here. This is the epitome of manhood. Every other man out here do not want you. You get me? Every other man, that's why when they come out here and tell black women that they are the most undesirable, I laugh, because I'm like, no, that is gaslighting. They're projecting, and that's gaslighting. They want you to not feel. Sometimes I feel like they don't want you to feel like a human being at all. Like, they just want you to be programmed as a robot. When it comes to time to go fight the oppressors, yeah, you match down there, let's go fight oppressors. And when it comes time for abuse and whatever they want to put on you, you just take it and shut up and do not wake the other ones that are sleeping. Do not wake the sleeping ones that still have hope, still think, oh, we are together in this, because in their mind, they really know you're not together. They really know you're not together. Okay, Khadija, I'm going to drop the link over here, but please do not use the F word. And also, just the F word. Do not use the F word. So I'm going to drop the link. Let me see where I can, okay. Hold on a second. Let me copy this. Okay. The link is there now, Khadija, if you want to join. So this is the whole thing. This is all of it. They don't want nothing. They want you to not feel, but to be there when they need you, to build them up, to mother them, like to be the mother to them, to birth them, to keep on procreating them, but to not expect nothing at all. To actually not expect anything at all. Which is sad. Which is very, very sad. And I'm like, and there are some women out here that will say, oh my God, they did this, let's all go together. Yes, I understand that a lot of these women want a sense of community, but the community that you're trying to build a community with, the men in that community, many of them do not think the way you think. That's why they were out here talking about, even the guy that made a video said, yes, I was out there. I saw the attack. I saw how got hit with a brick, but I did nothing, because what you want me to do? What do you want us to do? They didn't take out their phone and record the license, the the car number and all of that. They did not do none of that. They did not take a video of this man, nothing at all, because they wanted him to go out, get out of that situation without any harm, because they care more about themselves and their preferences. Let's not forget, sometimes they care about the preferences when they start until it goes down the rabbit hole, but mostly they care about themselves. And I feel like the person that they think of highly the most is Zaddy, Brad. Now they want Brad to give them the seat close to them. They want to sit on the same table and be partners, but that's not gonna be happening. That is not happening anytime soon. Now, Khadija, I don't know if you are joining, but you know what? I'm gonna be here for a while, for maybe just waiting for you to click the link. But if you don't, I will be going out soon. So that's the thing. I don't know if I played this video all the way through. Let me see.
When old girl son popped that man and unalived him for doing a very similar thing and hitting his mother in the face while people were around watching and no one else wanted to intervene, y'all said that violence isn't the answer, even though the man that was being violent was the man that was punching that mama, not the boy for responding in kind. Whole other story though. It's the fact that y'all are so bothered that we care about ourselves enough to not want to see other Black women go through this and are speaking up. Y'all don't give a fuck about Black women.
They don't want you to speak. Like I said before, they don't want you to speak. They want you to be silenced. The only time you should speak is when it involves them. If they're going through something, then you can speak. Then you can come fight. Then you can come match. And you shouldn't talk about, if something happens to one of them, you better not go look at the criminal record and none of that. You should not look at none of that. Just come out just because something happened to somebody from that particular side. All you gotta do is put on your matching boots and come out.
You just don't want anyone else to. Y'all just want to see us suffer. Y'all want us to submit to you just to get struggle love, cheated on.
Let me say this. Some people are like, oh, you just want us to submit to you. These women have been submitting. These women have been submitting. What are people talking about? You just want these women to submit. They're already on the floor. They are on the floor. They are the carpet on the floor. People be like, you just want us to submit that. You're already on the floor. There are women out here doing the baiting, the fighting, and all of that. In government house and all of that. Political roles, trying to fight for them. Trying to do this for them, trying to do that for them, trying to build them up, trying to be Barbara the builder, the Pickmeishas, the mammies, all of that. You're already submitting. You have already submitted. You are on the floor. You are on the floor. In fact, you are the floor. Let's just cut it out. You're the floor. In case you didn't notice, well, excuse me while I try to wake you up, you are the floor. You get me? And the day you wake up and notice that you have only you and yourself, some women in this community will not even care about you. They will go over there and try to make sure he does better, because after that, people were talking about the guy that hit her with the brick. Oh, he's got a daughter. So he's got a daughter, but he did this to her. He didn't think about his daughter. They tried. He's a father, probably why they didn't want to call the cops. I'm like, what? And the women out here talking about they want us to submit. You're on the floor. What are you talking about? You are on the floor. What are you talking about? You have submitted for a long time, and you are literally the carpet and the floor now. So let's stop playing. You are the floor. You have already submitted that you submit everything, and now they feel like they can take things from you, do things to you, and have you not say anything. And literally, when you speak up, they come out and be like, oh, but we're finding this evidence, and then going around looking for skit that somebody did and talk about, oh my God, she made a skit about this. And I'm gonna say this to that young lady, I feel sorry for her, but her skits that she did, keep your hands to yourself, please. There are some, if you want to make a content, there are many ways to make contents. And the fact that she made a video talking about she doesn't like some certain kind of people, because but this, and she loved her community and all the people, the kings and all of that. I'm like, okay, well, the king did this to you now. What are you going to talk about? So when they talk about submit, you're already on the floor. You're on the floor. And some women are waking up. And that's why the DI side of this YouTube channel, when they talk, they be speaking, they be spilling all the facts. A lot of people be hating, though. A lot of people be hating, they be spilling all the facts. But for me, I understand where those women from that particular side of YouTube, I understand what they're talking about. But I also see it generally. You get me? Yes, I know the men from this particular, community do it the most, but there are also men that do it over here. But that does not excuse that you should continue doing it. That does not mean you should be the most to do it. In my channel, I just cover up everything. Because if I don't cover up everything and I just particularly focus on this particular community, yeah, we would be having news every day. In fact, what am I talking about? Every 30 minutes, I would be making a podcast. Because that's how crazy it is.
Violence, abuse in return, and then more than likely left for someone that is lighter than us anyway, or a whole different race. Y'all don't care.
Yeah, they will tell you, support me, build me, protect me, go out there, match for me, and then turn around and go find themselves a Becky or Ling Ling, and then come back and tell you ain't pretty, nobody wants you. And then when you try to step out and be like, oh, so nobody wants me, well, let me go to the other side and try to see if I can find somebody that likes me. They come around and be like, oh, so you are with that man now, you're race traitor now, you are this now, you're being something now, you are that now. They call you all kind of name. They try to shame you. They try to destroy your marriage. They try to destroy your relationship that you're trying to build when you leave the community and find somebody of another ethnicity. They call you all kind of slaw. And I don't understand why YouTube let some of them be talking some ways on this YouTube channel, because I can't say everything on this channel. I cannot. They be calling you all kind of slaws when you finally leave the shackles that they put you on. Because they're never satisfied. They will never be satisfied. And the only way their satisfaction will come is when you literally let them just do whatever they want. And when they do that, you say nothing. And you take that to your grave. That is sick. Do you understand me? That is sick. And I hope a lot of women wake up from this. Not everyone needs your protection. You get me now? Especially these men from this particular community. Because they be doing the most out here. And they be the ones that you'll be going out here matching for 24/7. Getting rubber bullets to the face and all of that. Putting yourself in harm's way. Not thinking about your life. I hope that this really teaches you all a lesson. Because I'm hoping this teach a lot of people a lesson.
What happens to us? You want us to just pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and quietly go suffer in a corner somewhere. You don't want us highlighting your abuse and disrespect of us. Because no matter how many times y'all unalive us, no matter how many times you abuse and mistreat us and our children, your egos as men are still supposed to be more important than our very survival. Your feelings as a man are supposed to be more important than our well-being, our peace of mind, our safety, our children, our lives. Y'all don't give a fuck about us. And then you will still call on us anytime something goes wrong, because we're the first ones and sometimes the only ones that will have y'all back as black men. Black women, black queer women, black femme presenting people, black trans women, the game is rigged. My suggestion, stop fucking playing. If they want to be violent over their feelings getting hurt, you better put them boys on a shirt. Send them boys to the morgue. Put them in the upper room. Let they mama put on a black dress. If they want the police called instead of relying on them to handle their community, even though they swear that there are too many police in their community, call them boys up. Call them people and let them handle the animals that are running amok outside. Game over.
Oh, now everybody getting it. Now everybody and their mama is getting it. I hope the ones that are in deep sleep are waking up for this. Like she said, if they want to play violently, if they don't want to give you peace, if they don't want you to have any kind of peace, yeah, put them on a shirt. Let their mama wear black. Put them on a shirt. Let their mama wear black. And I don't want to hear, oh my God, you know, he's from here. He was a good guy. He was a good. I don't care. I don't care because you want to be playing a dangerous game out here. Call the popo. Call 911. Because they be out here talking about many of us are in jail, but yet you are doing things that would put you in jail. You are out here behaving in a way that law was there before. You behaved that way. And it will be there when you go to jail. It will be there when you get arrested. Because when you committed that crime, it was already there. You already knew you were not supposed to do that. So when you get arrested or when you get put on a t-shirt, well, excuse me, it's still going to be there and applies to everybody and anyone. You get me? Like I said in my other video, ladies, carry if your states allow you to carry and protect yourself out here. Like literally try to protect yourself out here because it sounds like there are wild animals running around in this place that do not want to be civilized and control their emotions. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this. Any other person that I see on my commentary section writing some dusty stuff, talking about, oh, I saw somebody writing last time, oh, Karen, you should go to the gym. See, let me tell you something. If you know which part of YouTube I come from, you understand that I don't even mess with you. You get me? You will understand that there are some certain men that I do not mess with. I do not mingle with. I do not become friends with. I, in total, do not mess with. I don't care about you. I really, really don't care. You are your own person. If something happens to you, see, let me tell you something. Something happens to one of you and I'm standing by, like, yeah, you're going to be on your own because I'm probably going to be minding my business. I'm probably going to just pass, move, go on my own way. Don't care. No, I'm going to say this. Thank you all for being here. And I will see you all on the next one. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe. And I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.